Hey family, how's everybody doing? Listen, I am not driving. So no worries. I am headed back from rehab and dropping my car off at the repair place, get some work done on it. And so while I am getting driven around, I wanted to take an opportunity, guys, to talk to you about a topic I think is ripe for discussion because Pastor Jamal Bryant has done an interview explaining himself. Jamal had gotten up in church and told the people that he was going to have testing done at the church. I saw it that Sunday, and I could have sworn he said it was going to be free of charge. Only to hear later that he was charging people $100 and some. So I did not understand how it went from free to having a charge. Now, I didn't speak on it when it first happened because, I'll be honest, I gave Pastor Bryant the benefit of the doubt because of the work that he's been doing, community, outreach work that he had been doing. And so far, the things he said that he's going to do for the benefit of other people, he's done it. And even though I didn't understand how it went from free to 150 or whatever it was, I just figured it had to be a good explanation for it, and I was going to give him time to respond before I said anything. All right, and he did. He came on the Ricky Smiley show to explain what was going on, because he was under the impression that the tests were free too. Ricky Smiley, that is. So Jamal explained that he reached out, called people asking for help, wanted to make sure that the people at his church was getting tested and the surrounding area of the ministry, that those people were in fact being tested, so that they would know what their numbers are. So he came across this company who said that they were going to donate the test for free. And that company did donate the actual test. The problem, though, is that the company who donated the test was not equipped to process the test. Okay? So I'm going to give you a test. You bring your healthcare providers. They're going to do the swabbing or get the blood or whatever they do. And that's fine. But where do you take the swab and or blood to? So once he realized he had one area or one part fixed, I got my free test. I got to find somebody who's able to process the test. So through searching out, he came across this company that is African American owned by black females who could process the test. However, they just couldn't process thousands of tests for free. So the money that was charged strictly to cover the overhead cost of the company to process the test. The church didn't make no money. The company didn't make no money because they didn't upcharge. They just charged to cover their expense for processing the kits. Okay? Now, with that being the explanation, I'm going to tell y'all to shut up and sit down. Why you going to say that? Why you going to say that? Why you going to say that? Why you going to say that, Turn T? I'm going to say that because the man did the very best he could to help his people. Now, yes, the coronavirus tests are free under normal circumstances. The only problem is if you go to the normal places where you could get a free test, you might not get one. That's the problem. You might not get one. And right now, there's more urgency put on getting people tested so we know what our numbers are, so we can get an accurate assessment of where the country is, so that they will know whether or not they need to be telling us to go back out and be amongst people. Because the last thing you want to do is not have accurate numbers, send everybody out like everything is okie dokie, and then deaths and people contracting the virus starts going back up. We don't want that. If we're gonna go back out and get the mingling, doggone it, I want to stay out. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. If they don't hurry up and let us go back, y'all, I ain't gonna tell no tale. I'm gonna become institutionalized. I'm not telling you, I'm telling the truth. I ain't gonna be able to function outside of my house. That's what is so negative about our black brothers and sisters, brown-skinned people in particular. Because I'm brown-skinned, y'all. I ain't got no problem with nobody white. I don't think nobody need to be in prison that ain't got no right to be there. You understand what I'm saying? Innocence is innocent. The white man, the brown man, the black man, the Chinese man, no man that didn't commit the crime got a right to be in prison. All right? And some of these crimes, yeah, I could get that you guys get a little spanking on the booty and go somewhere and sit down for a little while. But we want our loved ones to come out of that prison system as quickly as they can, because once they stay in there for an exorbitant amount of times, they become what's called institutionalized. Their thinking, their whole being becomes incarceration. So much so that when they are finally released, they will go out and commit another crime and go back in, because it's easier to live in there. I know how to handle myself inside. I cannot function out here in the real world with folk. Okay? And so folks are screaming they about to become institutionalized if they don't hurry up and get back to work. So Jamal did his best. He hit a hiccup. But instead of saying, listen guys, since I cannot afford to give you this whole system free, we just ain't gonna do it. No, And what he did on top of that is, if anybody showed up and did not have the money, but was there to get tested, he was asking and had certain people who had committed or pledged to cover the costs of that of having those tests processed, so that to the very much possible, if you just couldn't afford it, we're gonna work with you, because what we need is you to be tested. Now you can't get mad at that. And that's why I was not one of the ones to jump on the bandwagon and start talking, because when you don't hear the other side of the story, sometimes you can step out there too soon. But the old blues man said, I made my move too soon. I should have waited. Good Lord have mercy. It's a whole bunch of folk right now, men and women, said, good God have mercy, I should have held on just a little bit longer. I could have got me 2 of them stimulus checks. But you quit her. You broke up with him before the check came. All right, family, that's all I had to say. I just wanted to come on right quick and talk about that and address that issue and tell everybody, shut up. The man did the best he could, and where he hit a little bump in the road, he went to a backup plan to do the very best he could to meet the needs of the people. Okay? And anything we do, church or not, that's really all you can do. Is your best. Is your best. All right? So listen, guys, I hope everybody's staying safe. As y'all can see, I got my mask. Took it down so I could talk to you guys and be heard. And so please be safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of your families. And hopefully we'll get through this thing soon. All right? All right, guys. Listen, thanks so much for subscribing. Thanks so much for continuing to be subscribers. I appreciate everybody who's willing to take a little time out of their day, swing by here and watch video, and definitely leave a comment. We have been having some very good conversations. One of my commenters, I can't think of the guy's name. And I said it's a guy. It might be a girl. Oh, I can't think of the name. I got to do better with that, y'all. Because I want to give y'all shout outs for taking the time. I appreciate you guys so much, because that's something you didn't have to do. And I tell y'all all the time, if it wasn't for you guys, to the extent that this channel is successful, it could not and would not be that without you. So I have no problem saying thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope God continues to bless each of you and your families, enlarge you, expand you, and give you everything that you ever wanted in your life. All right? But we got good conversation going on. So y'all, please drop down in the comments and say, let me know if you agree with me. Let me know if you disagree with me. Some of you might feel like, oh, no. Attorney T, the man said free. It ought to be free. Well, listen, New Birth couldn't pay for it because they $30 million in debt. He could do it. He could do it. He can do it. But I know this, whenever that man has asked the members of New Birth and those that partner with New Birth, and I know this because God bless your soul, well, not your soul, but my soul, I have partnered with New Birth on a few of their community outreach activities and events. And so when he asks people to donate and give because he's trying to do something to bless the community, the people at New Birth show up. And those of us who support New Birth shows up. I don't have no problem giving to a church that I can see with my own eyes that the money is going where the preacher said it's going. I ain't got no problem. None.
Why is that over?
None. Because part of the problem is while most churches struggle, while most churches gotta beg, plead, and threaten folks to get them to give, the reason why, and not all the time, but sometimes the reason why people struggle with giving is because they don't know where the money is going. You told us it was going to pay off the pews. We find out 6 months later there's still a note on the pews and we don't know where the money went. Okay. All right. That's all I'm saying. I ain't talking about y'all churches because I know how you get. You want to call me or drop down in the comment and start fussing at me and going off on me, baby. I just have an opinion, and usually it's based on facts. All right, y'all. Happy Monday. All right. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Continue to be blessed. And as usual, congregation, I'll see you next time. God bless your family.